Hey guys, this is Rich with Reinforced Running. Today I want to talk about some ankle mobility drills. The ankle mobility is real important for things like running and doing squats, allowing yourself to get that proper flexion of your foot that comes up toward your body, up this way. It's really going to allow your body to move forward at a very efficient manner. If your foot cannot flex up, it will then have to kind of flex out and over, which will then make you much more prone to have that pronated line in and your arches and ankles collapsing inward. So we're going to talk about 2 or 3 exercises here today that you can work into your routine to really help increase that ankle mobility. The first one you want to start, you want to have either some sort of support beam or the wall, and you're going to put one leg out forward and get that heel as close as you can to the wall or beam with your toes and your middle of your foot pointed up. So ideally that middle of your foot toward the ball of your foot is going to be placed on the beam, getting that heel as close as possible. Notice that the knee is going to be completely straight for this first exercise. And once you're in this position right here, you want to then leverage the pole and use your back leg to come close and add leverage onto your ankle and calf. You should feel a good stretch right in the middle of your calf here as well. And once you're here, I want you to hold it for 3 seconds and then release the tension. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, release, and then back up. 1, 2, 3, and then release. And I want you to do 3 sets of 3 seconds, and then gradually move that up. So once you get done with the 3 seconds, then do 3 sets of 5 seconds, and then I want you to do 1 set of 10, 1 set of 15 seconds, and then 1 long set of 20 seconds to really help open up that calf. For your second exercise, when we're talking about your ankle mobility, it's going to be very, very similar. You're just going to have that front knee in a different placement. It's going to make the stretch act a little bit differently. So we're going to start the same exact way with us facing the support beam or the wall. You're going to come up with have that ankle and foot placement pretty much the same, so getting that heel as close to the beam as you can. Really digging in. Instead of having a completely straight knee, I want you to bend that knee, bend it down, which will then change the stretching point from that middle of your calf down closer to your Achilles, while still getting that good ankle mobility exercise going. And then I want you to do the same exact rep scheme. So once you're here, leaning into it for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, release. And then just getting closer, leveraging that again. 1, 2, 3, then release. Make sure that keeping that knee bent, really bringing yourself in. 1, 2, 3, release. And then again, the same exact thing, where you do sets of 3 seconds, 3 sets of 5 seconds, and then 1 long one of 10, another long one of 15, and then 1 long set of 20 seconds for each leg. Do all the repetitions on each side before switching. All right, guys, and for the third exercise today, to help with that ankle mobility, we're going to do what's called the couch stretch. So the couch stretch is can be done at home with the couch and having as you will see, but for the purposes of today and my personal preference, I actually like using the wall for the couch stretch. And what the couch stretch is going to do, it's going to help get that ankle flexibility in the other direction, which is plantar flexed. So we've worked on the past 2 times getting our ankle and foot moving upward, which is dorsiflexed. So now we're going to use the opposite way and having that flexion down where your foot would be pointed toward the ground. So to get this, what you want to do, if you want to put a pad or a pillow underneath your knee, if that's sensitive, by all means do that. But we want to line up next to the wall. You're going to want to get that ankle up and dorsiflex, so pointing up toward the ceiling as much as it can be. And you want to stay close to the wall as you possibly can while leaning back into the stretch. So you will feel that stretch in your ankles, but you'll also feel a really strong stretch in your quad and hip flexors if you do have a tight feeling there. For this particular stretch, instead of holding each sets for different amounts of time, so for 3 quick seconds like we did for the previous exercises, I just want you to aim to hold this for 1 static amount of time. So start and aim for 20 seconds at a time, just sitting and holding this pose. Really try to get closer and closer to the wall as you get more and more flexible. And then hold it for that amount of time, switch legs, and try to build incrementally each time you do the stretch. So you're going to start with just doing 30 seconds on each leg, and then gradually move up and continue toward getting toward like a minute or 2 minutes, depending on your comfort level. Thanks for checking out the videos today, guys. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.